Here I have a service call on this air conditioning not working on this unit. So here is my thermostat. Said it's off position, so I'm going to have to switch it to cool. So it's cool, so it's set at 21 degrees Celsius, and but the room temperature is 27. So got my fan kicking. So here is this unit by Welling company. Okay, this is a heat pump in a condo. Okay, so we'll be looking at it and see what's going on. Thank you. Okay, so to access the panel fully, so I need to take off this this trim unit. So I'm taking this one out. So I want to be able to see what my display in there is saying. So I still have to take off this panel, and when I see the display, it will be able to guide me on what is the fault going on here. It will give me an idea. Okay, so I'm gonna just turn on the light. Okay, so I turn my light on so you can see better. So in here, on this unit, I have only one control board on the system. So like I said, for AC not coming on, I'm just gonna see if I have power to my CC using my voltmeter. So I'm going to turn on my voltmeter. Okay, so with my CC, so this contact point here is 6C. With my CC to ground, so see what I'm getting. I'm getting my 24 volt. So 24 volt is coming to my CC, which is my contact point. So I'm going to see in here, I'm going to open this inside this box. Okay, there's a couple electrical component in there, and in there I'm going to show you what I need to check to get to see what's going on. So since I have my 24 volt coming in here, so I'm going to go in there and I will tell you what we need to look at. Okay, so like I said, my CC to ground, that's you can see here is my 24 volt. So I'm going to see if I have 24 volt in my contact. So here's my contact. Trying to find my so here's my contact. See, I'm going to show you so I don't have 24 volt. I don't have voltage coming in here. 24 volt coming in here. My contact, it means my contactor can't energize and my compressor can't kick in. So I'm going to have to there is this water valve in here. This water valve here. There is a switch in the water valve. That switch needs to close to be able to send power to the contactor. So I'm going to try to energize that switch, manually energize it. I understand now. I know the contactor, the switch might be having a problem, but I'm going to manually energize it just for my trial, and I will let you know. So on the switch on this actuator, I've been able to put a jumper in between the switch. So I'm going to just turn on the unit, and if the compressor kick in, I'm going to just push this one back, try it for a couple of minutes. I want to see if I have enough freon on the system, and then after that I will be able to draw a conclusion of what is going on this unit. So please stay tuned. I'll keep you posted. Okay, so my phone kicked in, and see what I can do. still on. Okay, so my compressor kicking. I'm just gonna cover this place, and I'm gonna see how much freon on the system. So if you don't cover this place, you will have a high head pressure. So just want to cover it. I'm gonna see how much. If I have at least more than 3/4 of my coil fill up cold, then I think my freon should be okay. So I'm gonna let it run for a while, and then I will come up with a result. Okay, so while we're doing that, I'm just gonna show you this beautiful neighborhood. Okay, so you can see what a beautiful neighborhood. Okay, a beautiful neighborhood here. Okay, a lot of development coming up here. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, so yeah, I'm still getting my coil cold. I'm gonna really run it for a while. You don't want to say something now and then in another minute you're saying something different to the customer, so you want to be sure you're telling the customer what is really the problem. So I'm gonna take you. Here's my thermostat, so I'm gonna call for more cooling. Okay, so I want more cooling. Alright, so I'm gonna check my airflow. Okay, so here's one of my airflow here, and then I have one also here. So I'm gonna just put in my thermometer to see what is my temperature coming out from the airflow, from the register, and I will keep you updated. Thank you. Okay, so I have really run it for a couple minutes, more than 10 minutes, and so far I cannot say that the actuator is the problem. So I will go ahead and change the actuator and see how it works. I'll keep you posted. Thank you. Okay, so I'm here with a new actuator to replace the old actuator. So here is my new actuator. Okay, so what is really bad here is the switch that is in here. It's kind of stuck open, so it needs to be replaced. So to start replacing it, you have here you have this shut-off valve, inlet shut-off valve, and the outlet shut-off valve. So they need to be shut off. Just see if there's any mistake. You don't want water flooding in here. And if you are taking it out because you don't have enough room to work on your system, be careful. There is a sensor in there, water sensor, which is very, very sensitive. Otherwise, the water sensor will just pick up. See, that's the water sensor. So it's going to just pick it up and say, oh, there's water here. So it won't let the unit come on. So you have to be careful. So I'm going to have to take this off, take this old actuator off, and then put in a new one. So to take the actuator off, you have to depress this. Okay, depress it and kind of wangle it a little bit. It should come out very easy. So I'm putting a new one, connect the wiring, and we'll let you know. Okay, thank you. Okay, so here is the actuator taken off. This is the old actuator. Okay, still hooked up with wire. So I'm gonna have to put in a new one and connect my wiring here. So here's the old actuator taken off. Okay, so I finally installed my new actuator, and all the wires are all hooked up, okay, to the original wire. So I just want to advise that when you do this, be careful, because this is water line. You want to make sure your water is properly secure. So I'm going to have to close this panel back, and I will open my water line. Okay, and once the water line is open, then I'll turn on my unit and see when my AC kicking. I want to thank you for watching so far, and please, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to HVAC Mechanical Systems. Subscribe to our channel. We do all heating, cooling, and refrigeration. Okay, I'll keep you posted. Thank you. Okay, so all connected, and so again, my fan just came on. See in a couple of minutes. See when the actuator is going to initiate for cooling. Okay, you can see the actuator is and the compressor kicking right away. So this is my switch. My switch is open. So I'm going to have to close this place just to allow all the air to be sucked in. Okay, so again, I'm going to have to couple everything back, and this unit is okay. Air conditioner is now okay. So please subscribe to this channel. It's HVAC Mechanical System. Here is my Ecobee thermostat. Ecobee thermostat. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. Thank you.